Net worth is one of the most important and easiest formulas to calculate in finance. Despite this ease of calculation, it seems YouTubers continuously get this number wrong. And I am well aware. I know that claiming a high net worth is the cream of the crop in terms of clickbait and creating a good thumbnail. I also know that trying to get YouTubers to be accurate in their net worth calculations is like trying to get a vampire to eat garlic. Luckily, this video will show you how to calculate your net worth in a matter of minutes. The calculation. Net worth is simply a number that reflects what you own minus what you owe. In its most basic form, net worth is calculated by taking your total assets minus your total liabilities. For those of you that passed first grade math, net worth can be negative. Assets. This is the part of the calculation that most YouTubers are thrilled to talk about. Assets are simply items that are valuable and can be sold. Effectively, any item of value can be considered an asset no matter how big or small. Furthermore, there are also intangible assets such as recipes, brand value, and patents amongst other things. In general, however, most people think of assets as money, financial instruments, land, and property. Assets are generally classified as short-term and long-term assets. In accounting, short-term assets can be sold in a year or less, while long-term assets take longer than a year to sell. Furthermore, there are liquid and illiquid assets. How liquid an asset is depends on how quickly it can be sold for cash. A liquid asset can be sold quickly without a large loss of value. Illiquid assets take longer to sell and may result in a large discount if you are trying to sell them quickly. Liabilities. This is the other component of net worth that most YouTubers conveniently forget about in their calculations. Everyone loves talking about all the things they own, but they often forget to consider all of the debt they took on to own those things. Liabilities can be defined as any debt that you owe and are legally obligated to pay to another party. In general, liabilities consist primarily of loans, lines of credit, and mortgages. In personal finance, having large debts is typically considered as a negative. Not all debts are bad, however. For example, certain debts allow you to purchase assets to increase your income, such as mortgages or business loans. Student loans that go toward earning a degree in a high-paying field are also good debts. These good debts are also referred to as productive debt. This is the opposite of unproductive debts such as consumer credit, i.e. credit cards. Similar to assets, there are long-term and short-term debts. Short-term debts, or current liabilities, are obligations that are due in a year or less. Long-term debts, or long-term liabilities, have a term greater than a year. Examples. Now that we know how to calculate net worth, let's take a look at some examples. From this chart, it appears that Bob is much wealthier than Bill. Bob has assets that are more than 3 times the value that Bill does. Their savings and investments are similar, however, Bob has a far more expensive house and car than Bill does. But is Bob wealthier than Bill? In order to figure this out, we need to look at their liabilities to determine their net worth. After taking a look at their liabilities, we can see that Bill is actually wealthier than Bob despite having less valuable assets. This is because Bill has far fewer liabilities than Bob does. Although Bob appears wealthier, he has a large amount of debt, primarily in credit cards, student loans, and mortgages. After including debt, Bob actually has a negative net worth. This is why it is important to factor in liabilities into net worth calculations, and why many YouTubers do not in order to boost the appearance of their wealth. Conclusion. Now we know how to calculate net worth. It is simply total assets minus total liabilities, or what you own minus what you owe. We also now know why most YouTubers, especially in real estate, only talk about the asset side of the equation. Now make sure to hit up the comment section of your favorite YouTuber the next time they do a net worth video, and forget to include liabilities. Tracking your net worth is important because it allows you to get a picture of your personal financial health. It can be tracked as frequently or infrequently as you want, but most people track it on a monthly, quarterly, or yearly basis. Thanks for watching the video, and we hope you enjoyed this episode. If you would like more content like this each week, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to be notified of our newest releases. Also, make sure to post a comment down below to suggest a topic for the next video. Bye!